The 21st century man is losing its masculinity. So masculinity is on a decline, and rapidly at that. So what's masculinity? In my words, I'll feel that masculinity is more of social expectation of being a man. The term masculinity refers to, it could be roles, it could be behavior, it could be character, it could be attributes that are considered appropriate for a man or a boy child. Masculinity could be constructed and maybe defined socially, historically, and politically, religiously. But one thing is fact: masculinity is biologically driven. So there are certain attributes that a masculine man should have. One of those attributes could be manliness. Manliness simply means being brave and strong. You have to be brave to withstand the ruthless world of today. You have to be brave to protect yourself and also protect the people around you. You have to be brave to protect your loved ones. Another attribute could be is vision, or being driven by vision. That attribute is very important because as a man that is masculine, you have your visions and you have to chase your visions with all of the grace and all of the strength God has put into you. As a masculine man, you have to be tough. Toughness is one of the very good virtues that a man needs in today's world, because toughness will make you know when to say yes and when to say no. It will make you to understand when to be good and when not to be good. It will make you understand when to be nice and when not to be nice. Toughness will make you understand when to fight and when not to fight. And of course, as a man that is tough and that is masculine, you need to understand that war is an important aspect of life, because without war, there is no peace. And the absence of war is not necessarily the presence of justice. Sometimes you need to fight for you to get justice. And as a man that is masculine, when war comes, embrace it. Go for it. At the long run, achieve what you need to achieve. But you need to be trained in the art of war also as a masculine man. A man has to be strong. So what is happening to masculinity? Because men are losing masculinity and they are doing so rapidly. I'll give 3 reasons that I think are contributing strongly to masculinity, to the decline in masculinity today. One of it is raising a boy child in the absence of his father. Increasing number of males or boys' children today grow without fathers in the homes. In 2019, 40% of all births were to unmarried mother. Even among those mothers, even among those children born to married couples, nearly half, grow up seeing their parents divorced before they were age 18. Fact is that a boy child needs to learn a little of femininity from the mother. And so he has to learn how to cook, he has to learn how to be kind, he has to learn compassion, he has to learn care, he has to learn those from his mother. But he has to learn, most importantly, he has to learn masculinity from his father. The ability to be manly, the ability to be tough, the ability to stand tall and erect and say what he wants to say when it's time to do so. The ability to be vision-driven. Because mothers destroy the masculinity in boys' child. And that's the truth. So if a child is raised in the presence of a father and a mother, then that child will have a balance of the femininity of a woman that is sufficient to sustain him with his wife, and will have the masculinity sufficient to make him stand tall in his family as a man. Secondly, video games. Video games is another thing that is rapidly destroying masculinity in men. Boys, young adult guys, and even some grown-up men or some grown men spend so much time on video games and consuming media. In fact, video games have been identified as one of the societal problems impacting mainly the boy child. Of course, the consequence of that is that when a man spends so much time on video games and consuming media, the result is that he will spend less time in productive pursuits, such as building his mental fitness, building his physical fitness, building his mental capacity, involving in games that can build his mental ability. He will spend less time in reading his books. He will spend less time in involving in hard works that can make him a greater person tomorrow. And the last one, which I think is not even the least, is lack of strong positive male role model. I mean, while I advocate that a man or a boy child should learn the domestics of cooking, sweeping, cleaning, more importantly, the boy's child should learn the role of a man, building physical ability, building his mind, building his calculative ability in order for him to take good decisions. So as much as I advocate for male learning cooking or domestic chores, most importantly, a man child should learn the masculinity roles of manliness, of toughness, of being vision-driven, of being strong, of being decisive, and standing tall when the need arises. Because these are the things that will make him a man. Of course, men, if you need to be respected, if you need to stand in your niche in the society, then you have to build your masculine roles. Fail to do this, and you are no more respected, and you're seen as a mother's boy by the Nigerian females today.